name is Abby, and this is Teen Money Talks, where I build up your financial literacy skills one question at a time. This week's video is a podcast featuring 3 different teen guests who will discuss how they save, spend wisely, and invest. We now have our first guest, Daniel, a sophomore in college. He's almost considered not a teenager, but I'll allow it since he's 19. So, Daniel, how do you save your money as a college student with a job?
Hello, Abby. Thank you for having me. As a college student with a part-time job, I'm able to save my money by not spending on materialistic things that I don't really need.
In college, how do you spend your money smart when you don't have your parents to rely on?
Specifically in college, I spend my money smartly, especially since I don't have my parents to rely on, by going to the dining hall, which saves a lot of money by not eating out, taking public transport, because in Boston it's only like $1 for the train, and Ubers totally add up. And yeah, those are a couple ways that I save my money in college.
Do you invest? If not, when do you plan on starting to invest?
I do not invest yet, but I do plan on investing in the future once I learn more about how to invest and what to invest in, and once I get a higher income so when I invest, the returns are higher.
Our second guest joining us is Sophie, an 8th grader in middle school. As a middle schooler, she doesn't have much knowledge of financial literacy yet. But how do you save your money as a middle schooler, and what are you saving up for?
I save my money with like a piggy bank or storing it in a specific area. Um, I'm saving up for a trip out of the country for when I turn 18.
When you spend your money, what do you spend it mostly on?
Normally when I have money to spend, I normally spend it on like clothes or going out with friends.
How do you think you can spend your money responsibly?
How I would spend my money more responsibly? Probably like not going out as much just to spend money. Maybe just having quality time with like my friends instead of going shopping. Like walking around or biking with my friends.
Have you started investing yet? If not, what would you want to invest in and for what purpose?
Have I started investing yet? Nope. And if not, what would you want to invest in? If I were, and what I would, probably for my future, most likely, as like a just in case.
Our third and final guest joining us is Camilla, a junior in high school. How do you save your money as a high schooler, and what are you saving up for?
I think the best way that I save money for for savings as a high schooler is I use like my family uses Greenlight. So what I tend doing is putting money in my savings and I can transfer it from my spending to my savings. And I'm not allowed to use the savings unless my dad accepts the request for me to use my savings. So that really helps me learn to save my money and stuff like that. And right now what I'm saving up for is to pay for a car since I'm getting up to that point where I have to start driving.
As someone who's preparing for college, what responsibilities with your money are you taking up more of?
For college, I think some of the responsibilities I have, especially when I'm older, is learning how to save my money and knowing whether it's important or not and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to shopping for wants instead of needs. And I just think that it'll be pretty hard when I'm older to learn the difference in between necessities and things that I just want.
How do you spend your money?
The biggest way I spend my money is probably buying clothes and shoes and stuff and skincare, I guess, because that's what I end up using most of the time. And maybe and gifts, I guess, for friends.
Are there ways you spend your money sensibly?
I think there are ways to spend your money sensibly. I mean, as long as it's reasonable, because if you end up, I think something that I end up doing a lot is saving my money and then going on a shopping spree. And that makes me feel good because I saved it up for a specific moment instead of just constantly going out. And I think if you go out less, and you put yourself in less situations where you spend money, you're less likely to go out using it.
Have you started investing yet? If so, what are your investment goals?
I have started investing. I invest in stocks and stuff like that. And I think some of my investment goals are just to I guess make more money and make responsible investing decisions.
Although it may seem too early to start investing as a teen, the way the economy is shaping up right now makes it more important than ever to understand investments, how to choose them, manage them, and build long-term financial habits. Thanks for tuning in to Teen Money Talks.